Likewise, here we are having solving quadratic equations by factorizing. Before that, you have to know what is meant by quadratic equation. If in an equation you are having square value, okay, a particular variable square values, it is mentioned as quadratic equation. For an example, x square plus 6x plus 10 equation. So it should be equals to 0. So if you have an equation like this, it is called as quadratic equation. It is having a square quantity of that particular round variable. So we are going to factorize this expression to get the solutions for the quadratic equation. So how to factorize this one? I'll recall that. So you have to multiply both n members. So when you multiply, it will give you positive 10x. Then select the suitable pair. Sorry, it is not 6x. I will make it as 7x. So here we have to stick with the multiplication pair. 1 times of 10, 2 times of 5. Since the middle member is having a positive direction, you have to give positive direction for the higher number in both multiplication pairs. These are the multiplication pairs will give you 10, 1 times of 10 or 2 times of 5. Since the middle member is having the positive direction, you have to give positive direction to the higher number in each pair. And think about the multiplication. Positive directed numbers multiplied with another positive directed number will give you 10x. Okay, positive 10x multiplied with positive 1x, that will give you positive 10x. Yeah. So both should be positive. First, we got the multiplication to select the suitable multiplication pair. Thereafter, by multiplication, we got the suitable, no, the correct directions as well. Thereafter, now let's come to the addition part. Multiplication of those two factors would be positive 10, but sum of those two factors would be the middle member, positive 7. So when we add positive 10 and 1, it will give you 11. So this is incorrect. Let's check about the next one, positive 2 and positive 5. That will give you positive 7 as a sum. Multiplication of two numbers would be plus 10. Sum of two numbers would be positive 7. Likewise, you can find the suitable multiplication pair. So it would be x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 10 equals to 0. But I did first, I found the suitable multiplication pair. Thereafter, I found the most suitable answer by looking at the sum. Sum should be 7. So positive 2 and positive 5 only will give you number 7. So then let's do the factorizing. Factorization. You have to factorize the pairs. So when we think about the first pair, x square plus 2x. Here x is the common factor. After that you will have x plus 2 inside the bracket. And in here you can select positive 5 as a common factor. Thereafter you will have x plus 2 inside the bracket. After factorizing, you have to check whether is both brackets are giving you same value or not. If those are different, your factorization is incorrect. Okay. After factorizing common factor selection, if you have different values in this bracket, your answers are incorrect. So since these are same, we can write it as a common one. X plus 2 times x plus 5, that is equals to 0. Nothing new until here. You know how to do the factorization already. To recall that, I explained a question. So x plus 2 times x plus 5 equals to 0. And you have to know one more thing, that when you multiply 0 into 0, it doesn't give you 0. Okay? But up to now, for your mathematical calculation, you are using 0. But actually, it is an undefined value. Okay, undefined value. So that's why when you multiply these two expressions, think about it. When you multiply 0 into 0, it will not give you 0 anyhow. So either this one is 0 or this one is 0. Both cannot be 0. Either this one or this one. Only one thing would be 0 here. So when x plus 2 is equals to 0, The solution for x would be negative 2. Okay, 0 and minus 2, it will become negative 2. Or you have to write the or mark clearly, because either this one or this one is 0. Both cannot be 0 at the same time. If not, x plus 5 equals to 0. In this case, x is negative 5. So these are the two suitable answers for x to receive the multiplication as 0. Either this one is 0, if not, this one is 0. That's all for the solving quadratic equations by factorizing. That is the quadratic equation given. First, we read the factorization. Thereafter, by discussing with the suitability of multiplication to obtain 0 as a solution, we multiplied, sorry, we determined our answer for x as negative 2 or else x as negative 5. Since it is a quadratic equation, it is in the second form, it is in the second power. So it will have two solutions for x. If you are having an expression with x cube, it will give you three solutions for x. Three solutions for x. If you are having x with the power of 5 in an equation, that will give you 5 solutions for x. According to the index of x, you will have number of solutions. Since it is x square, you will have two solutions for x. So here the next question would be 2x square plus 3x minus 9 equals to 0. This is our quadratic equation. So first of all, we need to factorize. For that, I'll multiply both n members. So it can be both n members. 2x square multiplied with negative 9 would be negative 18x square. Then suitable multiplication square. Let's write the suitability. Thereafter we can determine what is the most suitable answer. 1 times of 18, 2 times of 9, 3 times of 6. Okay, these are the suitable ones, suitable whole number multiplication. And by looking at the middle member, since the middle member is having the positive direction, we have to give positive for the number, higher number in all multiplication pairs. And then look at here, multiplication is negative. Positive number multiplied with a negative quantity, positive multiplied with a negative will give you negative 18 extra. Check that. And so the lesser number will have a negative direction in all cases. Thereafter, let's come to the middle member. The sum of those two factors, sum of the those two factors will give you positive 3x. Negative positive 18, negative 1, it is a positive 17. Positive 9 and negative 2 will become positive 7. Positive 6 and positive 3, it will become positive 3. Positive 6 and negative 3 will become positive 3x. So this is the suitable one. So 2x and minus 3x, not only 3. Okay, here for your explanation only I use 3. It should be x. Look at the direction, negative into positive, negative. 3 6s are 18. X into x, x square. 3x plus next factor would be x minus 3 equals to 0. Then by chance, you need to do the factorization. Both we can put 2 as x as a common factor. Then you will have 2x. In other two, we can select positive 3. So 2x minus 3. Now look at the brackets. Both are having same value. So that means your factorization is perfect. Then let's come to the finalization of the factors. 2x minus 3 is the factor. Another factor would be x and plus 3. The common factor x and plus 3 to 0. Either this one is 0 or this one is 0. Likewise, we can write 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So 2x would be equal to 3 and x is equal to 3 upon 2. X is equal to 3 upon 2. Or this is a suitable answer. If not, x plus 3 equals to 0. Here also, x should be equal to negative 3. So these are the two solutions for the x in the given quadratic equation.